Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the MU stand. This is your preview for Aston Villa versus Manchester United. We could just get started with Aston Villa. Currently, you're looking at it, they are sitting 16th place in the Premier League standing and have not been at their best this season. The home side, of course, slumped to a 4-0 defeat at the hands of Newcastle United last week, and they need to bounce back in this fixture. I mean, in terms of their perspective, but Manchester United, on the other hand, are fifth in the table. You're looking at it, we have 23 points. Newcastle is 24. So definitely, I think we cannot afford to drop any more points. We have to continue to win consistently and close that gap on Newcastle, Tottenham, Man City, and Arsenal. The aim is clearly to finish in the top four, so we cannot afford to drop any more points. We have improved. I mean, we had a bad start this season. We had a very slow start to the campaign, but we did manage to bounce back, and the team is performing a lot better now. Yesterday, we have beaten Real Sociedad 1-0 win. We didn't manage to win the group, but we did finish second in that group. That means we are going to play an extra game, which is not ideal, to be honest with you. It's not ideal that we are forced to play an extra game in the Europa League. But it is what it is. We're just going to accept and move forward and just focus our attention to the coming up game against Aston Villa. So I'm going to give you quickly, before I go into the lineups, I'm going to quickly give you guys the head-to-head and the key numbers with Aston Villa. So Manchester United have an impressive record against Aston Villa. We actually have won 102 games out of 191 matches played between these two teams, as opposed to Aston Villa winning only just 41. So head to head, I think we're pretty decent in terms of playing against Aston Villa. Aston Villa have only managed 4 points in their last two matches against Manchester United. That is as many as they managed in the 17 games preceding this run. Also, let me just quickly fix this. Give me a second. United are unbeaten in their last 23 Premier League games, away games against Aston Villa. The previous defeat actually coming on the opening day of 1995 and 96 campaign, which is ridiculous, to be honest with you. Aston Villa have defeated Brentford by 4-0 margin in their previous Premier League home game and have not secured a consecutive league victories at Villa Park since January 2021. So that is just a horrible record for Aston Villa. Also, Aston Villa have lost 13 of their last 14 Premier League matches against teams that is actually starting in the top 6 of the league table. So everything is pointing to the direction that United should be comfortable on getting a result here. Manchester United are unbeaten in their last 5 matches in the Premier League. So we're going into this game in a very decent form, in a very strong form. I want to quickly show you guys, before I move to the team news about Manchester United and Aston Villa, I want to quickly show you guys the stats going into the head-to-head game here. Okay, give me a sec here. So, okay. I think this game is not going to be difficult for us. Yes, they do have a new coach coming up, but I don't think it's going to be a very difficult game. It might be a close game, but I don't think it's going to be like extremely difficult for us to get the win. Okay, here it is. Is it? So these are okay. These are so this is the team form that I was talking about. So Newcastle, I mean Aston Villa, coming into this game, they've uh, they've basically, look at this. So the past 5 games for Aston Villa, they've lost 3 and drawn 1. It's not a good form. It's not a good form from Aston Villa, which is why they decided to sack Stevie G. So you're looking at it, and our form is clearly looking a lot better than Aston Villa. We're going into this game with a lot of confidence. I think we should be able to win this game. Leo says hi. Hi, Leo. Thanks for joining. Leo says, man, you have played a second place team in a Europa to get to the last versus Champions League team. Yes, that is a problem. That is an issue. I actually try to put that behind us because it's nothing we can do now. Like, we have finished second in the Europa League. It is what it is. It's because of that dodgy penalty that was actually given against us when we played at home. But we just have to accept it and move forward. There's nothing we could do. Whoever we get, I think the draw is on Monday. So whichever team we get, I think we are going to be fine. Except probably maybe if we get Aston Villa. Or if we get Barcelona, I think that could be an issue playing Barcelona. But other than that, I don't think we have any problems playing any of the teams. But let me just go quickly back to this preview here, and also head to head. The last 5 times we played against each other, so United have won 1-0. We've drawn 2-2 last season. We played a friendly match in July 23rd, and that finished 2-2 as well. So look, I mean, I don't think it's going to be an issue. We do have a Carling Cup game with them as well, I think, in November 10th. So this is one of the first games that we playing against them. But the coming game is the Premier League, so that should be the focus. That should be the focus. Okay. Okay, let me just quickly go back to the early team news. So Ten Hag has spoke to the media. So let's take a look at what he actually said going into this game. So Eric Ten Hag actually admitted that he's playing a waiting game when it comes to when it comes to who's available for the upcoming game. Anthony, Jadon Sancho, Anthony Martial, all 3 were left out of the squad that actually traveled to Spain. So he was asked about why they were not there, and he said it's difficult to say in this moment. He admitted that in the press conference, in the pre-match press conference. He said, I have to talk with the medical and the performance team as they did a program in Manchester. I have to hear how they progress was and if they can be available on Sunday match. So he's not confirming that they're going to be available for this game. He's not confirming that. He also mentioned that we have an issue with Bruno. Obviously, Bruno is suspended for this game, so he needs to be replaced because he actually accumulated 5 yellow cards in the league this term. So that's another decision he has to focus on, that who is he actually going to bring in. So I have a pretty good idea on how to replace Bruno Fernandes, and I'm gonna show you guys my team here. So this is the team I'm going with against Aston Villa. So we're gonna take a deep dive into these players and talk about why I picked these players. But before that, let's just quickly wrap up on the team news here. Another decision Ten Hag will have to make concerning his central defensive options. Victor Lindelof obviously started against Real Sociedad the game alongside Lisandro Martinez, with Harry Maguire actually coming in the attack for the closing game. That was just weird to see. I really don't want to see that again. Harry Maguire playing up top with Cristiano, but that was just ridiculous. Anyways, I have to think about that, he said, the manager, when he talked about who he's going to pick for center back against Aston Villa. He said, I have to see because Aston Villa is going to be a difficult one as we don't know. They have a new manager, and I have to have a look and analyze from that game, from the team, and we have a choice. So he's saying we do have a choice, but it's Lisandro Martinez and Victor actually played really well together over some more games. But also, I think Licha and Harry last Sunday against West Ham United kept a clean sheet and also did really well. So it is kind of a puzzling task for the manager to decide on, should he go with Maguire or should he go with Victor Lindelof? Again, I'm going to show you my team, and I have picked a center back for that position as well. What else did he say? So Alejandro Garnacho, of course, marked the senior start in the country of his birth with a fine winner yesterday. That was an unbelievable goal. A good ball through by Cristiano, and Garnacho finishes and also celebrates like Cristiano. That was a funny one. He's obviously could keep his place even if the manager is carefully managing the 18-year-old. And I think he could be in the starting 11. I think he could definitely be in the starting 11. I don't think the manager is scared not to play him from the start, especially if we have those players that are not available. Rafael Varane remains absent, while defender Brandon Williams and Axel Tuanzebe have also been out due to injuries. So these are the team news for Manchester United. We could quickly check the team news for Aston Villa. So the new boss, Unai Emery, actually takes charge of the team for the first time since switching from Villarreal in La Liga in order to replace Steven Gerrard at the helm, which is what I mentioned earlier. First choice keeper Martinez actually suffered a concussion last weekend and was drawn in the 4-0 loss at Newcastle United, with Robin Olsen taking his place between the sticks. It is expected that the Argentine keeper will be assessed, but he looks likely to feature this weekend. It is possible he's going to feature this weekend. Camara and Augustinson might be in contention for a return from injury, but summer signing Diego Carlos is definitely ruled out. And Douglas Luiz is available after his red card against Fulham. And subsequently, 3-match ban was overturned on the appeal. So these are the team news for Aston Villa. But I'm going to go in and show you guys the team I have picked. So this is obviously the team I'm going with. David De Gea will be in goal. I don't think we need to discuss anything about David De Gea. He's been magnificent. Dalot will keep his position. So I've gone with here Lindelof. So I've chose Lindelof over Harry Maguire. That's the decision that I've taken because I think Lindelof has done well. Let me just quickly take this. Yeah, so Lindelof has done really well with Martinez. Like I mentioned, Erik ten Hag also mentioned that he's played well with Martinez. So I'm gonna continue to use Lindelof as a center back with Martinez. That would be the choice I would go with because Harry Maguire, like I mentioned in the previous videos, that he might get exposed playing when you actually play a high line with Harry Maguire. So Lindelof is a better choice in my opinion, and I think he should keep his position. In the middle of the park, I don't think this will change. I think Casemiro and Eriksen would definitely stay. Nothing will change in this aspect, I don't think. This is the tricky one. So when we actually move forward to up front, This is really, really tricky because you don't know how we're going to set up, because how we're going to set up is solely based on the players we have available. I don't know if Sancho is going to be available, if Anthony is going to be available, is Martial going to be available. These are the players that we don't know if they're going to be fit or not. I'm going to assume that most of them are not fit. Okay, for just that's how I made the decision to pick this lineup. So I'm expecting they're not going to be fully fit. So this is the team I'm gonna pick. Bruno clearly suspended, so he needs to come out. And for me, Donny should start instead of him. Ed Guerrero, how's it going, bro? Thanks for joining. So here, I think Donny should be the player. Donny should be the player here as a number 10 to be playing instead of Bruno. We know Bruno is suspended for this game, so Donny should be the one playing. I know he didn't have the best of games yesterday. He struggled and he needed to be taken off yesterday. But that was just his first game back. He haven't played a lot of games. It's been a while since he actually played, so I think it's not a bad decision to actually play him again and give him another chance, especially at this moment in time. Now we have Bruno suspended, so we might as well play Donny here. Erik ten Hag might decide to put Donny on the bench, put Eriksen as a number 10, and put Fred here. So this could be the lineup that Erik ten Hag might go with. It is highly likely he might go with this formation. But for me, I'm just going to keep Fred on the bench, leave these two as is, and put Donny as a 10. So Rashford. Okay, so Rashford for me should play on the right this time. I don't think Anthony is available for this game. Because of that, we have to find a solution for that right-hand side position. So who's it going to be? If Sancho is not fit, if Martial is a doubt, and Anthony is a doubt, who has to go there? Clearly, not Elanga. I don't want Elanga to play that way. I don't even want Elanga to start for Manchester United. It's clear now for everybody to see Elanga is not the level that we want in Manchester United. So I'm definitely going to put Rashford there and put Garnacho here. By the way, guys, we have 20 people watching. Smash a like on the stream. Subscribe to the channel if you guys are new. And Garnacho. This is another one that I don't think anybody could disagree with, right? Garnacho definitely should start. He's been given a couple of chances to start now, and he has delivered. He's not scared to dribble past players. His finishing is immaculate. And I think he's worked really well with Cristiano up front. So I think we should continue to use Garnacho in that left position, left wing position. So he should be here. Leo says Anthony should play, and Leo says Garnacho can Donny on the bench. CM? Nah, Leo. He can't play. Garnacho cannot play as a number 10. Number 10 is a different job. He can't play the Bruno position. Garnacho cannot play that position. He can only play from the wing. That's what he can do. Like, he can play this side. He can take on players one-on-one, but he doesn't have the vision to play as a number 10 and find passes to spread, get the ball from deeper areas from here and spread the ball. He can't do that. That's not Garnacho. That's not his position. I don't think we should play him on the, as a number 10. He needs to stay where he's at. He's been effective playing from the left. So he's going to have to continue to play him on the left against Aston Villa. That's what I think. And like I said, Anthony might not be fit. So I'm actually assuming that he's not fit. If he is fit, then we might have a completely different team, because uh, Rashford could go up top, and then Anthony could go on the left. There's a lot of permutation here that can happen. That's why, just to make it simple, we are going to assume that they're not fit. So how about I put it this way, so it makes it clear for everyone to see. If Anthony's not fit, Rashford comes in. And also up top, so that is the formation I'm going with. Rashford, Donny, and Garnacho. Up top, I'm keeping Cristiano there. Yes, most fans now are saying Cristiano's finished. He's making it about himself. The game against Real Sociedad, they underestimate Cristiano. I know he's not had a best of games. He's not in form at this moment in time. He's struggling a little bit, but he still created a chance yesterday. Even Cristiano's 6 out of 10 is effective, in my opinion. He's really effective. I mean, you don't want to be playing Ilanga in that position. If Martial is fit, then we have a different conversation, because we can definitely play Martial up front instead of Cristiano. But I think Martial is not 100%. It's just a concern now. The manager doesn't really talk about it. Like, I thought he was going to return for the Europa League game, and he didn't travel to Spain. And we have another game coming up this weekend. Is he going to be fit? Is he not going to be fit? It's a concern. So again, I'm going to assume that he will not be fit. So I'm starting Cristiano up front. So this is the team. Yeah, this is the team I'm going with. What do you guys think about this? Do you agree? Do you disagree with the lineup? Let me just quickly show you guys this. Before I get into my prediction, guys, so this is how we are going to set up. So I've made my point, and I've actually explained why each of them are playing instead of the players that are out in this team. So David De Gea. So this is my predicted 11 and preferred 11, to be honest with you. David De Gea starts in goal. Dalot is going to be on the right. Victor Lindelof, he's partnering Lisandro Martinez. On the left, we got Luke Shaw, and a CDM position, Casemiro and Christian Eriksen. Number 10, Donny to replace Bruno. On the right, Marcus Rashford if Anthony's not fit. Alejandro Garnacho will keep his position on that left, and Cristiano stays up top if Martial is not fit. So this is the lineup. This is the starting 11 that I would go with. Okay, so now prediction time. I think before we finish this, let's talk about the predictions. So what we think is going to happen and who is going to win. Let me know in the comment sections. What do you guys think? Do you think we're going to win this? And if you do, what score line? Get your predictions in. And also let me know if you don't agree with the lineup that I have chosen here. What would you change in this lineup? Let me know in the comment sections. But Aston Villa versus Manchester United prediction. My prediction for this game is going to be 2-1. 2-1 Manchester United. That's what I think is going to happen. Manchester United have been impressive under Erik ten Hag and have shown tremendous improvement since actually the start of the season. The likes of Lisandro Martinez and Casemiro have stepped up in recent weeks. We need to be, we have to be our best yet again this weekend. That is for sure. Like, we have to be in our best. Aston Villa have struggled in this season and haven't actually given Unai Emery a mounting job to climb. Manchester United are the better team clearly at this moment in time, and we should be able to win this game 2-1. So that's the scoreline I'm going with. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think about the lineup and also what the score prediction is for the game. Thanks to everyone for joining in. Thank you so much for watching. But this has been the match preview. Any thoughts you have, any questions about the coming game, let me know in the comment sections down below. I am going to be doing the watch along as well for this game on Sunday. So be sure to join us for that one. And that is it, guys. I am out of here. Peace.